So then you have the schedule profiles. Here we have two schedule profiles. So almost all devices have the possibility to be controlled by heating profiles, or also called schedule profiles. We used to have only heating profiles because we had only the option to set target temperature, but now we have added a new feature that it's actually allowing people to create schedules for turn on and off devices such as relays. When we click on create a new profile, we can choose the different type of a profile. We have the heating profile that it's actually setting a target temperature, and then the turn on off profile, which is for on and off devices. Currently, only the relays are being supported by this type of profile, but maybe I can show you and explain a little bit more how they work. So we will be creating a heating profile, sorry, on-off schedule profile for a relay. So let's say, I'm not sure actually this building has a relay, but I'm going to show the process, and afterwards I'm going to show you a device in action. So let's just name it somehow. We have the option of globally viewable. This means this allows users to choose either they want this profile to be visible for other users that are end users in this building. So, for example, let's say you're controlling one building from the enterprise, you're administrator, and you have clients that are only using the application, for example, or they're using the enterprise, but they have limited access to only specific spaces. So this option allows you to hide this heating profile or on-off schedule profile from them if you do not want them to see it. For example, we have clients, like we had this use case before where a company wanted to control their devices, and they wanted their clients to have specific target temperature for their devices, and they didn't want their clients to see this. So basically, they made it hidden from them, so they didn't see the profile, they couldn't edit it or whatsoever, and they were just being able to control their device, but they couldn't see the actual set temperature at the moment. So this is allowing you to have control if this is visible for other people in the building or not. Then we have the default boost time. So boost time is, so when you have a profile, a schedule, it is running throughout the whole day. Let's say you have a schedule from 00 to 00, and then the device is being controlled by a schedule during the whole day. And you have this case where, for example, you came home earlier, or your clients came home earlier, or they're feeling cold, or they want to do an action that they need to override the schedule. So let's say we have a wiki, and this wiki is set to 15 degrees. Let's say from 10 o'clock till 2 p.m. and they're feeling quite cold, and they want to boost this temperature for a specific time. And this time is the default boost time of the profile. But when you are controlling the device through the control panel, you can set a new override for the boost time, but the default one is being set from here. So basically, when, for example, for some reason you want to override the schedule, but you don't want to override the whole profile, and you don't want to change it, you just have this time frame where you want to override it for some time. Then you set this specific time for your new setting to be overriding the schedule profile. So this is the default boost time, and you can set it to whatever you like, of course, if it's in the range of a whole day. But let's say a 2 hours range, it's completely fine in most cases. And then when you want to choose the visibility, so actually, if we have set it to be globally viewable, you can choose where exactly this might be visible. So I'm gonna leave this at the whole building, but usually people can choose if they want to assign it to a specific room or specific space or specific floor. But usually people are just using the whole building when it's globally viewable. So they don't mind anyone else to see this profile, and they want to be like transparent for everything. And then we have the option to add a time slot where we are selecting a start and end time for this specific block. So let's say I'm gonna make a schedule for the whole day in an office, let's say. So I'm gonna have from midnight to, let's say, 7 o'clock in the morning. I want my relay to be turned off. And then from 7 o'clock, when I'm expecting people to come to the office, until 6 o'clock, maybe, then I want my stay to be on. And then I'm adding the new slot. And then when I'm expecting people to leave from work until midnight again, I want to turn it off. So I'm creating my profile with my preferences this way, and then I can just click here to just copy it to all working days. So when I'm selecting these, they're being transferred to the other days. And then I have the Saturday and Sunday days, which are off work days. So I want my relay to be turned off for the whole day. And I'm just gonna copy it to Sunday only. So we have the full week schedule profile where I have my work days with some settings on, and then my off days I have relay turned off for the whole day. So yeah, we have created the schedule profile, and from here we are managing the devices. But currently in the building that I'm showing you this at, we don't have the on-off devices, so we don't have a relay. So I can leave this for the moment. I'm gonna create it and save it so I have it. But I'm gonna show you in another building how it looks when it has the devices assigned to it. But here we have an already created schedule profile that is for target temperature. And here you can see all the devices that are being assigned to this profile, and they are running with this schedule profile. I'm going to open one of them in a moment to show you how they're being controlled. And this is how a normal heating profile looks like. We have the different target temperatures. Of course, if you want to change something, you can just quickly change it from here. You don't need to delete and create a new one. So you can edit, you can delete from here different slots. You can look through all the different days. For example, we have a difference here. We have 6 as a target temperature here, and then Saturday and Sunday are also different. So it's quite easy to go through the different settings and to create new ones or change old ones, and to, of course, select which devices should be assigned. And for example, we have, I don't have devices in these rooms, but from here you can filter by space, room, or if you want to see the devices in the whole building.